Well, hello and welcome back to Discipleship Pathway. We are continuing to take steps towards reaching our community with the gospel. If you haven't watched the previous videos, please go back and start the series from the beginning because each of the steps build off of one another. Today we are talking about something called Discovery Bible Study. And in our last video we talked about having conversations that move from casual to meaningful, from meaningful to spiritual, from spiritual to discovery. Okay, so now let's dive into the Bible sort of conversations. Discovery Bible Study is an easy tool that we are supplying to you and that we live out as a church in our Sunday gatherings to say, okay, how do we approach talking about the Bible? And we do it in a very simple way by just reading passages of Scripture and asking, what does this say about God, Jesus, or his plan? What does this say about people? And if I believe that this passage of Scripture is true, then what might I need to change? And asking those three questions, it's a very easy way to open a conversation without having to preach or give a sermon from the Bible or to teach a lesson about the Bible. It allows us to sit down and have a discussion around a table together and say, okay, well, what do each of us see about this? And so when we have a Discovery Bible Study as a part of a missional community, which we'll talk a little bit more in a future video, when we have a Discovery Bible Study, it's sitting down and having a conversation. You don't necessarily have to come to the definitive right answer, but using Scripture as a mirror to say, how does this apply to us now? How does this apply to us sitting around this table? How does this apply to me? And if we believe this is true, what do I need to change? And who in our community might need our help? And how can we help them? The goal here is to talk in sentences and not paragraphs, and to stay on topic with what this particular passage is discussing, not to branch off. There's so many cross-references in the Bible. It's all interconnected, and I myself struggle to not jump in and say, oh, well, this is referencing this, and this is referencing that, and if you look at these but that's not the point here. The point is we're having discussions with people who often might be taking these first very cautious steps into exploring the Bible, and we don't want to overwhelm them. We just want to say, hey, let's just look at this passage. Here's about 10 verses of the Bible. What does this tell you about God? What does this tell you about people in general? And if we believe that this is true, then what might we as individuals need to change? So I hope that DBS is a great tool for you to use in your spiritual and discovery conversations.